Roland Garros is back. Back to its traditional springtime schedule, with the privilege of being France's first sporting event to welcome spectators this year. And after the long months of stop-start, the tennis season is back to near normal, as the clay court season reaches its climax. Both defending singles champions are back. The 34-year-old legend that is Rafael Nadal and the teenage sensation Iga Swiatek, both on a high after taking the honours of the Italian Open. Nadal's 10th Rome title and Swiatek's first, putting her into the world's top 10. The current world number ones are back too. Both former Roland Garros champions left Rome with disappointment. Ashley Barty nursing an injury, and Novak Djokovic suffering his 5th loss in a row to Nadal on clay. The chasing pack return in force, with plenty of proven champions and next-gen stars among them. And Serena and Roger are back too, the all-time greats in their 40th year and still defying father time, but for how much longer? The stage is set with an A-list cast as Roland Garros 2021 sets out for 15 days of tennis drama. After the rains of May, there's a glorious springtime sunshine in Paris to welcome the 5,000 spectators that have been given the privilege of coming through the gate at Roland Garros for the opening day of this 125th edition of the French Open, first played back in 1891. The ghosts of the past remain, but today is about the present, the players who dream of lifting the trophies in 2 weeks' time. On the men's side, 4th seed Dominic Thiem is in action, with high hopes of taking the crown from Rafael Nadal. World number 2 Naomi Osaka leads the women's charge on day 1, still courting the controversy of her decision not to speak to the media in Paris to protect her mental health. And we start with the Australian Open champion as she begins her bid for a first French Open title. She opens up on court Philippe Chatrier against the Romanian Patricia Maritig. Her commentators are Pete Odgers and Tatiana Golovin.
That's a fine way to start.
Absolutely. Great backhand winner. The beginning of the match is obviously going to be very important, especially with Osaka. You kind of see right away how she's feeling and in what mood she's in. But well played from Osaka in this rally. Again, the ball a bit higher, and she gets that short angle off the backhand side. Gets deep out of the court. Break point.
It's a big game to win. A long game, but it goes the way of Osaka. And right now, the world number 2 playing the bigger points better. And she'll be delighted with that start. Leads 2-love. For once, Osaka not quite timing the return.
A little bit on the back on that return. She really wanted to get this point. You could see her hopping, trying to put some extra pressure on the Teague serve, but lost her rhythm a little bit out there. Doesn't get her quite around the ball. There you go, pressure worked. Double fault from Teague. Deuce again.
Yeah, third of the match for the Romanian to go alongside the three aces she's hit. Tight deuce games that we've had have all gone the way of Osaka. And again, the force of the return just too hot to handle for Teague, and it will be a third set point for the world number 2.
Oof. She picked the right side. Osaka, Teague went to her right. A few centimeters under the net. Just a little bit of her concentration, Osaka, in this game. Thinking about already finishing up the set, and maybe she's trying to go a bit too quick. Yeah, a little bit more errors when she was leading, probably thinking about getting the set over. Amazing, great return. And 3 set points this time, back to back for Osaka. On Teague's serve again.
That's brilliantly dealt with. And even though it stuttered a little over the finish line in the first set, she's taken the first set 6-4 in 47 minutes.
Osaka had to work even harder in the second set. We pick it up in the tiebreak. She leads 4 points to 2.
And yeah, there's 2 commands from Osaka to really focus and get it right now. 5-2. He doesn't want to let her lead go away. Ooh. Shaking off her arms.
Yeah.
Osaka there on that point.
Well, we saw the tension trying to close out the first set. Took her until the 4th set point. Failed to serve it out. And there was a bit of tension in that forehand too. Wow, she's missed the backhand.
No. See, these are the errors that we've seen. A bit too many in that second set. There's nothing difficult about this backhand. It's just concentration and just really focusing on getting that backhand in and finishing up the shot.
Oh, but that's an excellent counter-punching forehand from the world number 2. And Teague just wasn't ready for it. So here are 2 match points. Well, the chat coming into this tournament was all about whether Naomi Osaka was going to talk. But for the most part, she has let her tennis do the talking.
And look at that smile, look at that relief on Naomi Osaka.
And I think it will be a feeling of release. But overall, she'll be pretty happy with how she has performed on court. Philippe Chatrier on day 1 defeats Patricia Maria Teague in straight sets 6-4, 7-6.
After winning the US Open, world number 4 Dominic Thiem spent a couple of months out of the game and has struggled with his form since. Hoping for big things at 롤랑가로스, where he's twice reached the final, he's another player who's been struggling with the mental side of his game.
If you have reached your biggest goal, the goal that you were practicing and chasing for 15 years, so I guess it's normal that some pressure goes off of you and things are not that easy after reaching the biggest goal, but it's a good and interesting learning process, and I hope that when I'm finally out of it, I'm even stronger than before. It's the tournament for me with the best result. 2 semi-finals, 2 finals, and a great quarterfinals last year. So a big highlight every single year. So I hope I can use those nice experiences to turn a difficult season so far for me into a good one.
Team begins on court Philippe Chatrier, facing the awkward Spaniard Pablo Andujar, a man who recently knocked Roger Federer out in Geneva. Your commentators are Pete Odgers and Mark Woodford.
See that forehand of Andujar. He's trying to generate some pace off the forehand, flatten the ball out, doesn't clear the net. He made sure that his court position was a little tighter to the baseline as well.
Oh, it's a glorious backhand. What a start for the world number 4. Breaks in the first game for a 1-love lead. Only ever going forward in the point, Dominic Thiem. Terrific aggression shown. Gives himself 2 set points. There are a few question marks about Dominic Thiem coming into this year's championships. And I think overall he'll be absolutely thrilled with that first set. And he's taken the opener in 6 games to 4 in 56 minutes.
Team went on to take the second set 7-5 and appeared to be cruising. But Andujar wasn't finished. We pick up the action in the third set.
3 break points for Andujar. And maybe that's a sign of Dominic Thiem and the intensity. Last year, the year before that. These are the types of matches you feel he probably would have won in straight sets. But again, just unable to sustain the level. And Andujar this time takes full advantage as he gets the break. It's been a really good set from the Spaniard.
Avantage Andujar.
Set point. Well, he's searching for what would be a 150th tour level win, Pablo Andujar. Wouldn't this be the time to do it? Andujar taking the third set by 6 games to 3.
Andujar kept up his momentum to take the fourth set 6-4 to level it at 2 sets each. And so we went into the decisive fifth, and Thiem facing more problems.
particularly happy with the bounce there. And the Hart. Just wonder whether he'll get a better chance than that, though. And there is an early breaker serve for Pablo Anderhart. We kept saying it earlier on, stay in the present. And that's what Anderhart's got to do here, looking for a first ever top 5 win. Yeah, well watched.
So he does the hard work. It's the second serve that he's returning, but he makes sure that he got around and hit a heavy forehand. Got Anderhart retrieving and was able to work his way to net. Several overheads. And another break opportunity.
Oh. Wow. Well, could that be a monumental turning point? The fact that he had to play around the back, I think through Anderhart. And a wonderful bit of improvisation from the Austrian as he breaks straight back. And it's 1-1 in the 5th.
Wow, that would be key there. I think it was the surprise of that shot. Lovely improvisation from the number 4 seed.
So tough to tell which way this match is going to turn next.
A few more fluctuations, you think?
I think so. You consider it would be by ranking the biggest win of Pablo Anderhart's life. Anderhart breaks again. Oh, what a pickup it was. Anderhart digging in and somehow finding the goods.
Well, was this a little bit of nonchalance from team to be able to not get up to that ball? It wasn't overly deep, but wow, outstretched forehand volley into the open court.
Two points away.
And just taking a bit of time here, Anderhart to reset.
Well, the apology is for the net court, and it is 2 match points for the world number 68. What a way to claim your 150th tour win. It's one of the biggest victories of Pablo Andujar's career. He's come from 2 sets to love down for the first time in his career to take down someone who is ranked inside the world's top 5 for the first time in his career.
Don't go away. Former women's champion Svetlana Kuznetsova is up against Victoria Azarenka, while third seed Arina Sabalenka is looking for a good start against Anna Konjuh.